let's wait until we have someone on today, because this is a pretty important subject, and I want to cover it for all the mums out there that constantly think about their mummy tummy. And this is probably in the top 3 questions that I get asked and messaged about all the time. So we've got 4 on. So what are we going to talk about? The number 1 reason why your mummy tummy, I've just been hitting the head there actually, why your mummy tummy isn't shrinking. And this is going to be quite obvious, is because hey Briley, is because you're focusing too much on one thing, and you're not focusing on action at hand. There isn't going to be a magic exercise that's going to cure your mummy tummy. There isn't going to be a magic food that's going to cure your mummy tummy. The fact is that we can't spot reduce. Okay, so, someone said to me the other day, I've gone to the gym because they've given me more upper body exercises because I've got really skinny legs, but I've got a really big tummy. And that really doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me, because really, aiming for fat loss is different from targeting as such. But the one thing that is going to get rid of your mummy tummy is consistent. Hold on a second. Yes, Eden? I think my daughter's on the toilet actually. The one thing that's going to help your mummy tummy is taking action with your nutrition and your health, and doing it for more than a week. The thing that I find that comes up with mums a huge amount is that they do something for a week, something stressful happens, and then they start the Monday diet again. The problem that we have with that is we're not getting consistent enough to get results. So just taking a backtrack from birth, mummy tummy can be caused for several reasons. Obviously, you've got weight gain, you've got genetics, you've actually got, extra skin, you've got maybe some abdominal separation. So making sure the early days are taken care of. So if you are about to have a baby or you've had a baby, then the first thing that you would do is you would check for abdominal separation. Now, the reason why you check for that is because large abdominal separation can cause the pooch look within a mummy's tummy. And you have more of a chance of closing abdominal separation when you are within the first 6 months, okay? So when we still have relaxin within our body, and flattening those tummy muscle walls, TVA area, all that area is really important straight after we have birth. Hey Sonia, and there's not enough education out there to do that. So as soon as you have a baby, even before you can exercise, you can do TVA activation, you can do TVA breathing, you can actually start to flatten those abdominal walls straight after you have a baby. But with regards to a mummy tummy, some large abdominal separation can cause the pooch look. Then another element that mums don't think of is also stress. So we hold more cortisol receptors within our belly. So really highly stressed out mums could potentially be adding more fat to their tummy because they're not dealing with their stress. But let's get back to the real thing, food, all right? If you're sitting there and you're still sitting there having your processed foods, if you've got IBS, for example, I find a lot of people with IBS love to complain about it, but don't like to do anything about it. And that can cause, swollen area, within the belly area. So how do we get rid of our mummy tummy? First of all, we need to take action with our health and fitness, okay? You need to do something for more than a week. You've got to do something for more than 2 weeks. You can't sit there and do 100 sit-ups and your mummy tummy's going to go, all right? You need to really focus on dropping that all over body fat percentage first. Of course, doing abdominal work is important, but sitting there doing that same abdominal work day in, day out is not going to get your, all over body fat percentage down. And that's the aim. On the Busy Mum program, we use the perfect workouts for this, 6, 12, 18, 24-minute high intensity interval training. And then we target with core exercises. I don't use crunches. I use a lot of inner core work, leg raises, heel drops, plank. If a mother of mine has got abdominal separation, then we don't actually use plank or, press ups, anything that pulls the abdominals apart. And then we get back to nutrition. Nutrition is going to be key for anyone who is wanting to drop weight. I have probably maybe 15 to 20% of my mums, probably 15%, that come on my programs and don't actually do a huge amount of the exercise if they are really busy. Because for mums, it's mindset, stress management, emotional eating, nutrition, hydration, and then exercise, and that hierarchy. Because if you haven't got, your stress under control, that's not going to help with your emotional eating. That's not going to help with getting on top of your nutrition. So it's really, really important that you focus on the basic things at hand to get rid of your mummy tummy. And you're probably thinking, oh yeah, it sounds, that sounds basic. But to be honest, most people, can't get, past the 2-week mark, the 3-week mark. And that's why so many mums have so much incredible success on our 8-week VOP program, because we are there to support you and kick you up the bum. All right, so let's step back. All right, let's quickly go through the 5 things that are the most important things when you're trying to get rid of your mummy tummy. Number 1, you have to focus on consistency. Okay, consistency means that, if you can't exercise, what are you doing? You're staying hydrated. You're focusing on your nutrition. All right. Number two, let's backtrack slightly. If you have had a baby and you haven't, cut out if you've got abdominal separation, etc., then nutrition. Nutrition is really going to be key to speeding up your results. Managing your excess carbs and sugars, focusing on wholesome food and nutrients that are going to give you more energy, help you sleep better, give you younger looking skin, and then exercising effectively. I think walking and running is great if you enjoy it, but it's not going to sit there and really burn that fat. And we use short, high intensity workouts that really get the fat dropping off. And then of course you can do your core work to build your inner muscles up and your strength to flatten those stomach walls, but also working on your all over body fat percentage as well, lowering your stress, making sure that you've got that cortisol under control so you don't hold more fat within the belly area, getting sleep. Supplements. What do you mean when I say supplements? Supplements are all about what your body needs. I'm totally against isogenics and any magic shake diet. I'm a big believer in blood work. I'd say really stressed out mums should be on a high quality vitamin B formula, probiotics for gut health, getting rid of any IBS symptoms or inflammatory responses within the gut, because that can cause inflammation of the gut. Go and get your blood work done by a naturopath or a integrative doctor and find out exactly where you're at, or go and speak to someone in a supplement store who knows what they're talking about. But I'm a big believer in supplements, quality, highest quality possible. And then what about extra skin? What if a mummy tummy is generally, hey, I've got extra skin? Well, look, number 1, we've got to, it could mean that you might need to look at, some kind of laser to tighten the skin. If it is excess, then you probably have to get advice from a doctor. If it's not actually fat, if it's actually skin, there's a difference. But our skin regenerates, all right? Don't give up on the basics. Stay hydrated. Get enough fats in your diet. Get enough supplements, wholesome foods, because your skin will regenerate itself. Use paraben-free oils on your skin. Even coconut oil is really good for your skin, and just be consistent. I think this is the problem with people, with a lot of mums who have mum tummies. They just love to complain about it, and complain, but not actually try and focus on doing those basic things before, thinking, okay, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to look for surgery. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Charlene Kelly, I'm a dedicated person who will travel to the gym for 6 a.m. and work the hell out. My body will start looking amazing, but my eating, I seem to always go backtrack to sugar and sweet. How can I get rid of sugar cravings in this case and go cold turkey? Look, this is another story I hear over and over is about sugar cravings. So if someone came to me, I would be asking questions. I would be asking, have you had your hormones tested? Do you get enough sleep? You know, are you supplementing on magnesium? You know, are you getting enough nutrients within the day to stop your craving? I don't crave. And if I did, it's generally like a day before, you know, my time of the month. So then no, Mummy's just doing this. And then, you know, I would look at it because if you are putting all your effort in the gym, what are you doing to support yourself? You know, are you eating the right amount of nutrients? Are you on, you know, corrective supplements? Have you ever had your mineral deficiencies done? Are you stressed? Is it emotional eating? Because in the end, it could be a response to stress, emotional eating. You know, it could be a limiting belief from years ago. You know, I work with some mums who, you know, we've had to actually work on, you know, belief systems that were built when they were 15, you know, no supplements. And look, you know, Charlene, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a naturopath. I'm very careful with the advice that I give with supplements. But I'm a big believer in magnesium. You can have an Epsom salt bath. Every cell in our body needs magnesium, and a lot of people who are not supplementing, are not, who have cravings, probably can be deficient in magnesium, but obviously go and do your own research. But I definitely get a lot of my mums on magnesium. We work with a naturopath on the Busy Mum program. And if you are an emotional eater, then you've really got to take a step back and deal with your emotional eating. All right, and then what I would do is I would look for your triggers, be aware of your triggers, and start to replace it. Don't keep any refined sugar in the house. Maybe allow yourself some low GI fruit, some dark chocolate, and deal with the emotions first. Because in the end, you can do all the exercise in the world, Charlene, but if you're not dealing with the nutrition, then it's going to be really hard for you to get on top of your results. Okay, so just a bit of a I don't know why this one came up. Oh, yeah, because I got an email asking about it, so I thought, why don't I just cover it? And that's my children screaming, so that might mean I have to go. But, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. We've got one more week till the 8-week Busy Mum VIP. I think we're about 70 or 80% sold out. So if you want to join an incredible program that's going to get you amazing results and be a game changer, you know, our program just isn't something that's... you know, there just to print and go away. We will kick you up the bum, all right? So be prepared. Charlene, been eating Swint since my dad left in 1986. Thanks so much. And look, well done for recognising that, Charlene. It's a real big, you know, game changer for you to recognise that. But right now, you need to recognize that doesn't have to control your life anymore. All right, you need health. You know, this situation needs to be changed, and as long as you can recognize that trigger, then you're worth more than that. All right. And if you need any more help, just let me know. Okay, Charlene. So have a great Sunday, guys. I think I'm going to go and record some workouts all ready for the week ahead. I'm off to America this week. Can't wait. If anyone's in America, in LA, let me know. I'll come say hi. And I will speak to you soon. All right, guys. See you later.